17 News is your local election headquarters. This election cycle, Californians will decide whether to approve a proposed $10 billion climate bond measure. Our Capitol correspondent Eitan Wallace spoke to the lawmaker behind the proposal and gives you a closer look at Proposition 4.
Well, here it is. This is Prop 4 as it appears on the ballot. Supporters of the measure say it's necessary to help the state address climate change, while opponents argue it's poor fiscal policy.
It's going to make us better prepared to deal with the impacts of climate change.
That's why Santa Monica State Senator Ben Allen says he helped write and qualify Prop 4 onto this year's election ballot. If approved by voters, the measure will allow the state to borrow $10 billion in general obligation bonds to fund climate-related projects and programs.
It's ultimately about putting in place some reasonable upfront investments now to make us better prepared for the future.
Of the $10 billion in the proposal, about $4 billion would go strictly to statewide water projects, including water storage and flood protection. The other $6 billion would fund projects related to wildfire prevention, forest management, coastal erosion, land conservation, and green energy.
Highest bang for buck projects that are going to make us better prepared for the impacts of climate change. This is about protecting our water, making us more wildfire resilient. And I just really hope that folks go out and vote for Proposition 4.
But Republican State Senator Roger Nilo says he hopes voters reject the measure. He argues Prop 4 is irresponsible fiscal policy because bonds require the state to borrow money. Over time, he notes, that money accrues interest until it's all paid back. As California faces a projected multi-billion-dollar deficit, Nilo believes Prop 4 will only make the state's financial situation worse.
Borrowing is very expensive. A phrase that I've always loved is the insidious thing about borrowing money is you have to pay it back.
Still, Allen believes the bond will save the state in the long run.
The kinds of costs associated with climate change are so enormous that some upfront investments now will make a difference in helping to reduce costs in the future. That's what this is about.
And this is just one of 10 statewide propositions set to appear on your ballot. Reporting at the state capitol, Eitan Wallace, 17 News.